So, family, back with another download, and listen to this. Your ascension is very closely connected to your level of healing. What do I mean by that? When we engage in deeper levels of healing, and you all have heard me talk about this quite a bit. You probably hear my coffee in the background. When you engage in deeper levels of healing, it opens the door for greater understanding of the spirit realm, because trauma and all of the things that have held you or kept you in a box take up space in the body. All right. We are divinity wrapped in humanity, which means that there is a part of us, a very big part of us, that is on the outside of us. All right. What do I mean by on the outside of us? The divine in you is not the wholeness or the fullness of the divinity within you cannot be contained in your human body. The rest of what is divine connects from the outside of the body. This is why we are immortal beings. When we release the body and it goes back to the earth, we continue to exist in spirit form. Okay? When there is trauma in the body, it takes up space. How does it take up space? It takes up space in memory. It takes up space in patterns. It takes up space in cycles. And it loops, okay? It loops around until you break the cycle. You ever heard someone say breaking generational curses, or breaking generational patterns, or breaking generational cycles? Cycle breaker, curse breaker. You ever heard of that? It is because there's a greater understanding about who we are inwardly. Then you're going to have a greater understanding of what you can become, so that when you put these two together, you know that creating space is necessary. It's kind of like moving into a new house. You don't want to move into the new house with the old furniture. And you don't bring in the new furniture and set it in the same room with the old furniture. All right. You tend to want to do a clean sweep and have new things in a new space. Okay. So I'm going to encourage you to really deal with the things that have been dealing with you. You all know I talk a lot about inner healing, a lot about healing trauma, a lot about uprooting those things that maybe you picked up along the way, whether it be in childhood, whether it be in your adult life. Clearing that out, it creates space, all right, for you to download more spiritual information, all right? There is no way you can get more in if you have not created space. It's going to yield to greater divine clarity. Your union with Holy Spirit is going to open it up. It's going to open it up. But healing needs to take place. And this is the thing, you all. You can take a long time healing a certain thing. And I think a lot of people will tell you, well, it's just going to, I've been like this for this many years. It's going to take me a long time to heal. Healing is a conscious decision. You choose it, then the process begins. And something that I found in myself, I have healed things within my life just by implementing certain knowledge, certain practices, my prayer, my meditation, scriptures, affirmation. The time that I spend in my communion with Holy Spirit was able to uproot that trauma and really gain a greater knowledge of the root of where it came from. Has helped me to heal years of trauma in a very short period of time. So I don't want you to think just because something's been going on for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, it's going to take you that long to heal. Yes, healing is a continual process. Literally, when you uproot one thing, there's usually something else that pops up. What you're doing is you're staying in this cycle of clearing out constantly. All right. It's never really a one-shot deal. So your healing is very closely connected to your ascension. And the more you dig into that healing, the higher you're able to go, the more clarity you're able to get, the more sharper your discernment will be, okay? Guess what? I love you. I want you to love yourself more than me. And I'll see you on the next download. Toodles.